On 1st and 10, McDonald eluding the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. He'll get this to Eckler. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
On 1st down, McDonald. That's into the hands of Eckler. Avoids him. It's a foot race. Past the 20. And he takes this way down deep into Cleveland territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 44 yards. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete here. Austin Eckler, the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
He's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions, can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
Following the interception, Mayfield. That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. 7 yards, the pickup there.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. First carry for Nick Chubb. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down. For it. Here's Chubb. And he's got some space here. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
First down, they look downfield, and it's complete. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30.
Complete.
23 yards on the play.
It's a game.
Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field, all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Chargers' 29-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. That's complete to Peoples-Jones. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
Complete.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
A gain of
This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
ball carry.
This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
He's brought down by William Jackson. A gain of 6 yards.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
No gain on the play. It's now 4th down.
So on 4th down, out comes the Browns kicker, Austin Seibert.
30-yard attempt.
Seibert able to knock this one through. And the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead. So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal.
So maybe now the mentality changes in this game because anytime you get to the red zone and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out.
5-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble.
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Sheldon Richardson able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. From the gun, it's McDonald. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give them 14 on that one and a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, McDonald. He'll fire this one deep for Eckler. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, 4 on the year, and the Chargers have taken the lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Michael Badgley on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3.
Makes the score Chargers 7, Browns 3. Michael Badgley.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly...
And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion.
10 at the 25-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the gun, Mayfield. And finding the tight end, Hooper. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. This defense tightening up a bit. That last catch just 1 yard, making it 3rd and 9. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Fielded just inside the 20. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. To throw again, McDonald. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. On 3rd and 2, McDonald. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
1st and 10.
That's a play that'll likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Throwing on 1st down, McDonald. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. The secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again, McDonald. He's going to find his running back. It's complete.
McDonald's pass.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
On third down, McDonald. He's got a man open. That's Allen. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 25-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger first. On first and 10, McDonald. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Denzel. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
First and 10.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
No gain on the play there. Second down.
No gain on the play. Second and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. Mayfield to throw it. And his throw here's incomplete. Nick Chubb, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up third down.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
On third down, Mayfield. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's fourth down. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football. Now zapped right back in the other direction.
First and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter.
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Here's McDonald to throw. And the pressure gets to him again. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. And for the Browns, a nickel set here on third down. Play action. It's McDonald. And he's going to go down again. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. On is the Chargers punter now. Back deep, Jarvis Landry. Fielded at the 20. Very good return that time. 18 yards. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Browns drive about to get started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
The Browns first down.
Mayfield on first down. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
Intended for Nick Chubb. Incomplete. It leads
after the incomplete pass. Here now is 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
And 10 yards to go.
Final play of the half, Mayfield. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've reached intermission here in a low-scoring game. 7-3 is our score. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. The Browns drive about to get started. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game.
Oh, ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Sean Jenkins picks it off, and he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. That one is going to sting. First play of the 3rd quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this 3rd quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
Allen's got it over the middle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down.
15-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Throwing is McDonald. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
A gain of 9.
Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the first. McDonald sets to throw. On the screen, this is Eckler. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a 1st and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now 1st and goal, expect them to attack right here on this play.
Operating from the gun, McDonald, and he's in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, his 6th touchdown of the season, and the Chargers are going to add on to their lead.
This is similar to baseball where you walk the leadoff hitter and you don't expect him to come around and score. Almost impossible. Anytime a defense has to defend a short field, you usually end up seeing the result we saw, giving up points.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
A gain of
still all sorts of time left in this game, and you'd like to be able to say take it one play at a time. But the truth is, they're probably going to have to hit on a few big plays in the passing game to close this gap, and that's a good start right there.
Mayfield throwing complete there to Hooper. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And again, it's Mayfield. And it is incomplete.
But coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face, coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
14.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things up.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. From the gun, McDonald. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Great gains back-to-back. Last time over 30 yards, better than 20 here.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He'll get this to Eckler. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Operating from the gun, McDonald. This will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Philip Dorsett with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now.
Michael Badgley to kick off for the Chargers.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
At their own 36-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It'll be a gain of 11, and it's going to yield a new set of downs. Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. It's the Browns with a deficit. They're trailing, but with the football here to start the fourth. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. To throw, Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time. And it's second down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
They go with Chubb on second down. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
Chubb, the ball
12 yards there and a first down.
Brought down by Chris Harris. A gain of 12. And the Browns.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown.
Complete.
Odell Beckham with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Browns make some inroads here on that deficit. A diving catch for the score. He laid out. That was special.
And you know the first thing they're going to check, right? Did he complete the process of the catch? All the way through, all the way to the ground. Ball doesn't hit the ground without control in his hands. All of that, yes. Check the box, touchdown.
And that almost makes it a brand new ball game. Now it's a one-score affair after they get the 2.
And you have to know they were holding their breath on the 2-point play because they had to have it to get it within the range that you just talked about. Dialed up their 2-point play. It worked. Now they're feeling like they've got a shot at this one.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
On first down, McDonald. That's into the hands of Eckler. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Not much there, only a yard.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
To throw on second down. McDonald steps away to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, He's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you got a battle on your hands.
Incomplete.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down to close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. The field position game often so overlooked, but this offense is going to be backed up deep. What an ideal punt.
And now, this stage of the game, when they need the drive to try and put themselves in a position to win it, you're talking about going the long field, the very long field. This could be a 99-yard drive if they're able to accomplish it.
And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. And he'll be able to get this up to about the 5-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
At his own 5-yard line.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He's got a man wide open. It's Landry. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34.
Landry.
A big play that time for Cleveland. 61 yards.
Cleveland.
So forget about any talk of possible safeties. Here's 1st and 10 clear on the other side of the field. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
Chubb, the ball carrier.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mayfield. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Mayfield down. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
The 5-yard line.
And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Here's Mayfield. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, no, lost the football. And picked up by the Chargers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I know one thing. The team that had the ball and was driving, they're going to feel horrible. But the team that was on defense, I think we got to give them a little bit of credit, able to hang in there and force a key turnover.
In the red zone, though, had a chance to tie it and an opportunity missed. They started on the ground with Eckler. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 5-yard line.
So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Looking to throw on 2nd down. McDonald. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. McDonald. And Allen's got it. And he will have the first down as he's up to his 17-yard line. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Once more, here's Eckler. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. On third down, here's Eckler. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down.
4th down.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. On is the Chargers punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. Going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. The Browns drive about to get started. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. That's complete to Peoples-Jones. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. One last shot from Mayfield here. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. That is going to seal this victory as time runs out.
Today's final score, Chargers.
Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here. Coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The